Hey, welcome back to Nest Studios. I'm your host, Birdtendo, and welcome to another edition of Birdtendo's Transformer Power Hour. Now, I'm not gonna lie, with my first edition, I actually did that overnight, and I accidentally called this fella Dreadwing. This is actually Skyquake. Corrections aside, let's move right along to the topic today. We're having a look at the APC Toys Angel Engine. Or, if you're actually a cultured person like I am, this is Transformers Prime Arcee. A bit of an upscaled version of the first edition figure. Speaking of first editions, let's have a little history lesson. So, the first edition Arcee from Transformers Prime. Pretty good figure. It got redecoed into pink, and it was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, I believe. Then there's a tiny little Scout class figure that is incredibly cute, a little pocket-sized Fey-like creature. Then there's the RID version of Arcee, which is okay, save for the giant gun that she came with. Then there's the Beast Hunters version of her, which is a bow and arrow wielder, which is pretty cool and got a little dragony upgrade. Spud, you crazy thing. And then there's a Legacy Arcee, which is an absolute rip-off and actually kind of sucks. But meanwhile, we got this third-party edition of Transformers Prime Arcee, which is basically an upscaled version of the first edition. And the bike mode is solid, albeit a little bit wide, but it's a very solid bike mode. These little blades can actually come off, though that is if you like a little bit of weirdness hidden behind it. I like to keep it covered. The peg holes on this are a little bit off. They're a bit of a puzzle that you gotta solve for yourself, but once you eventually do, and you get pegged into the right place, if I can do this on camera without making a mistake, you're pretty much golden. But yeah, Spud agrees, this bike mode is pretty freaking sweet. If only it came with a Jack Darby figure. Oh, by the way, this is her tummy. That's her tummy in this vehicle mode. So in a way, Jack Darby was already cowboying her beforehand, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, this is, my goodness, it feels great in the hand, the plastic quality is wonderful, and the transformation is pretty good too. And this little baggie of accessories, which should be illegal in a couple of states. Well, let's just say it comes with, let's focus on the outlier. A pink version of the Arcee head, which is a nod to to a Comic-Con exclusive, I believe? Correct me if I am wrong, but yeah, it's just a bit of a nod to the original cartoon where she's like, hey, Bumblebee, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool paint job. If I were to reverse my colors, I'd be pink all over. I mean, with this head alone, you can just hear the sultry voices of Sumali Matano come out of this. She comes with her guns and smaller arm blades, which we'll get into shortly. But yeah, this bike mode is incredible. It'll just leave you breathless. That's how good it is. It's a little bit big too, especially compared to Earthrise Optimus Prime, who I'm actually going to get a trailer for later. This is just a bit of a, just a bit of something right there. And yes, I heard about the new Studio Series Prime. I mean, between him and the Earthrise one, it's practically an MP10 versus MP, 54 or something like that. But Primes aside, I mean, I can't really keep my hands off of this thing. When I first got this figure in the mail, she came in styrofoam packaging compared to plastic packaging. It was a bit of an exercise to get her out of the styrofoam box that she came in, but eventually the cardboard box came out with an APC Angel Engine with her saying, "Hi, I'm Angel Engine." And then immediately when I opened up the box, I got that smell of PVC immediately enter into my olfactory. It was a wonderful smell, and honestly, if you ever open up a fresh box like that, you can agree with me. Now, call me a bit of an olfactory fetish kind of guy, but honestly, if you cracked open something which is made of plastic or something like a box of cards or whatever, that smell of PVC is just phenomenal and pretty satisfying. Why don't we transform her up into robot mode? Because, truth be told, I'm kind of getting sick of holding this bike mode. Not that I hate it. The robot mode is just as phenomenal. Let's get into that, shall we? Listen, the evidence is all there. This robot mode is just fantastic. It screams the Roger Rabbit effect. And that's a little term I'm going to borrow off Jobby the Hong because that's what it means when you pull a CGI model out. So these blades are, I'm not going to lie, they're pretty good storage, but pretty good weapon storage. But if we're going to be real, we'll get to them later. Arcee in robot mode. Oh, excuse me. APC Toys Angel Engine. Oh, screw it. This is Arcee in her robot mode. And this is just amazing. So yeah, you may have noticed the Autobot symbols here. These were actually not included because this is a third-party toy, and if they did that, then by Guppy, then they would have some lawsuits up there, you know what. So they decided to not give her the emblem. It's clear in the lease it's supposed to go there, but if you want to put in a more of a Transformers Prime, if you want to be more accurate, you put them on the shoulders. But man, oh man, does she ever look great. I know it's just a robot. I should be tickled by this, but no, it's a robot. It's a robot. I don't see anything pleasing with robots, honestly. And whoever came up with that fetish is an a-hole, and they should be burning in hell right about now. But with her, she'll send you to hell, where her boyfriend Cliff Jumper is. I know it's not her boyfriend. They're just, partners. But man, oh man, just don't mess with her. She's a tough gal. So, with the arm blades and the cannons, what I like to do is, of course, get her arm positioned up. Find a good arm blade that will peg in. Goes right in that slot right there. What I like to do, this is a bit of a preference for me, I take the smaller arm blades that she comes with, like this one, and I place it in there, and I can take one of her guns, and it doesn't say where to exactly put them on the directions that I got, but what I like to do is futz with it until it's actually properly stored in there. Let's see. That should be good. And look at that. Doesn't that look cool? Yeah, she's already armed. If she was already armed to the teeth, this is what I like to prefer here. She's already pretty dominant. I would swap out the head, but honestly, the blue head is already perfect enough, so you might as well take the pink head and throw it in the trash. Yeah, this Arcee is fantastic. It's phenomenal. I was very happy I got this off of eBay. It was about $40, and that's where most of my Transformers come from. Either eBay or Amazon. Something simple I like to stick with. And Amazon especially. It's a gold mine when it comes to Transformers figures. That is where I got Motormaster, Deadhead, and Dragstrip. And pretty soon there's going to be a monkey coming in the mail. So there's that. But yeah, it's clear. This Arcee is just fantastic. Pick it up. If you like the comic edition, the pink edition, that's totally fine. But if you want all the accessories and make sure she's at least accurate to the cartoon, pick this up. And as wonderful as this figure is, that's the end of our Transformer Power Hour. But if you do enjoy this, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Birdtendo. Keep it unreal till all are one. Okay, so while I'm editing this video, I realized I forgot to cover Arcee's articulation. I suppose we can go into that. Here's Mitoko right there. So, Arcee has well, not much of a ball joint. It's more of a swivel that can look up and down. She's got an okay arm movements with bends and a cute little feminized hand movement right there. Her waist can swivel, but considering this hand is holding my phone camera and this hand is holding Arcee, you'll have to take my word for it. During her stop motion transformation, she's got a pretty good spread. No toe pivot, but she does have a great double jointed knee bend. I should have covered this. My apologies. I want to make sure I get this taken care of. Oh yeah, and her bra can move, but when the heck are you gonna move her bra, you dirty mother?